Normally each year, whenever Sonic reaches a another anniversary, I do my green screen setup and try to do a very lengthy reasoning of why he's lasted so long. But because I'm kind of in a situation where I'm not able to be able to produce the video I would like to, I'm going to just keep this video short and sweet. Happy 30th anniversary to quite possibly one of the greatest gaming icons of all time. An inspiration for many writers, graphic designers, gaming developers, movie, TV, and cartoon writers, and just an inspiration to anyone from any walk of life, whether you're an athlete, or just, a regular guy or girl just wanting to be the best that they can be. They've always seen him as an inspiration. It's like, what would Sonic do? And I feel like that's appropriate because you think of the situation he's in. It's nature versus technology or versus corruption. He's always had the odds stacked against him in any story, whether it being video games, comic book form, TV, and recently movies. He's always been that character and that driving force to overcome the odds. And, each time I do a retrospective, and I do apologize for not producing one this year, but I've had things go on in IRL that I'm not going to get into here, but I will do a retrospective sometime next year when I have the time, the focus, the energy, and the right way to visualize it. Because as yet, I had a script that I had been working on for a 30th anniversary retrospective, but it's having the time to put it all together properly. So I've not had the time to do that, and I apologize outright for that. But, like I say, happy 30th anniversary to one of the greatest, if not the greatest, and one of my personal favorites. To me, I hold Sonic in equal regard and quality to that of Superman, Batman, Knight Rider, and the Back to the Future and Jurassic Park franchise, because all of these franchises have stood the test of time and have been able to still bring in new audiences. Whether you're part of the audience that I was part of when he originally showed up 30 years ago, to people that weren't even born when Sonic Adventure first showed up in 1999. Or to people that, were born 10 years ago when Sonic Generations showed up. The character means so many different things to so many different people, but the one constant is he is always able to inspire people. And the image I always have of Sonic in my mind is that of the iteration that I grew up with during the Saturday morning series with Jaleel White, who was not only doing Family Matters at that time, but he was also doing The Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog as a weekday animated series, and he was doing Satam at the same time. So you have to admire the consistency and the work ethic when, Jaleel was mid-teens at the time. And I do feel like it was kind of appropriate that they actually got an actor that was actually at the appropriate age of getting a teenager to play a teenager, because the delivery of the tone of the character would be appropriate, but it was also somebody whose vocal projection would be that of a teenager and not an adult in their late 20s or early 30s trying to play a teenager. Now, that's not to say that an actor shouldn't voice somebody much younger, because there are some very talented voice actors out there. But Jaleel was hands down the most perfect voice actor to play Sonic, and he was the very first English-speaking voice actor to actually voice the character, and for many people, he's considered the most quintessential voice of the Hedgehog. And I hope someday he gets to reprise his role in a big-budgeted mainstream adaptation of Sonic. I think Ben Schwartz is the right guy for the moment, but at the back of my mind, there is going to come a time where Jaleel will get to come back and reprise his role. I mean, maybe they'll do Sonic the Hedgehog into the Hedgeverse, or something of that nature, where Ben Schwartz teams up with Ryan Drummond's Sonic, Jason Griffith's Sonic, Roger Craig Smith's, and then also happens to, team up with Jaleel's, and he just happens to, be standing there doing his pose, and he just goes, "I've been waiting for you guys to show up." That would be so cool. Paramount, if you're listening, find a way to do that as a future movie, That'd just be so cool. But yeah. Happy birthday, Sonic. You've always been my favourite, and you've always been a lot of people's favourites. Here's to your 35th anniversary in 5 years' time. You're the best. Carry on.